These news reports are actually different than the ones you get outside.
Welcome to Citadel Newsnet. I'm Emily Wong. Officials in the Systems Alliance remain tight-lipped about the recent disaster on the pioneer colony of Freedom's Progress. The human outpost is believed to have been destroyed, with no survivors on record. Details are sketchy due to a news blackout. This is the latest in a series of frontier settlements lost by the Alliance. The Hanar Shrine of the Enkindlers plans a prayer vigil for the deceased. The Hanar maintain that the lost colonies are the Protheans' wrath, after human explorers defiled a Prothean data beacon 2 years ago on Eden Prime.
It's our old friend, Emily Wong. Seems she's doing well within her chosen profession.
Welcome to Citadel Newsnet. I'm Emily Wong. CSEC has reported the disappearance of a sanitation worker on Kithoy Ward. Denaria Claris failed to return from her shift during the third watch. Her assignment took her near the Keeper's area of the ward, and it is feared her corpse might have been taken to the protein vats for recycling.
You?
Welcome to Citadel Newsnet. I'm Emily Wong. The top story in international affairs is a Batarian test of a new orbital mirror system. By placing large arrays of mirrors at a planet's Lagrange points, it is possible to focus sunlight at any point on its surface. The Batarian hegemony insists that the system is for peaceful purposes, to control weather and terraform worlds too cold for settlement. However, Turian monitors contend that the system could be used to focus sunlight into a thermal weapon.
Yeah, but it sounds like this would be quite a bitch to deploy, unless they want to use it against their own planets.
Welcome to Citadel Newsnet. I'm Emily Wong. A Solarian survey ship, the Callan High, has been officially declared overdue after 3 weeks without contact. At this time, it is unclear whether the Callan High was attacked or suffered an accident. Turian and Alliance frigates are coordinating a search. Welcome to Citadel Newsnet. I'm Emily Wong. The Systems Alliance 5th Fleet has begun its planned tour of the Attican Traverse region. The fleet, centered around the dreadnought Orizaba under Admiral Stephen Hackett, will stop in various systems over the next 3 months. A Turian spokesman for the Council noted that, since the Battle of the Citadel, the Alliance has played an increasing role in securing our frontiers. He added that the 5th Fleet's Goodwill Tour is a first step to becoming a partner in Turian peacekeeping patrols.
Sometimes the screen glitches and it doesn't show her moving.
Welcome to Citadel Newsnet. I'm Emily Wong. Officials in the Systems Alliance remain tight-lipped about the recent disaster.
And that was the first one again. Okay, so that's all for the Citadel for now, at least for the wards. Let's go and talk to Anderson and then we'll move on. We will come back here later and look at the rest of the Citadel. But right now we have more important things to do. Let's go to the Presidium, home of the Human Embassy, among other things.
This meeting would be more productive if Udina was to join us.
My advisor is unavailable. As counselor, I represent the voice of humanity and the Alliance. Shepard will be here and... Oh, Commander. We were just talking about you.
It's been a long time, Anderson. I hope the last couple of years have treated you right.
There have been some rough spots. It's good to have you back.
We've heard many rumors surrounding your unexpected return. Some of them are unsettling.
We called this meeting so you could explain your actions, Shepard. We owe you that much. After all, you saved our lives in the battle against Saren and his Geth.
You mean Sovereign and his Geth.
Saren wasn't the one commanding the Geth. It was the Reaper, Sovereign.
Ah yes, Reapers. The immortal race of sentient starships allegedly waiting in dark space. We have dismissed that claim.
What?
Shepard, no one else encountered the hologram on Ilos that told you the truth about the Reapers. Only you and your crew ever spoke with Sovereign. I believe you. But without evidence from another source, the others think Saren was behind the Geth attacks.
Yeah. why didn't we record that whole conversation with Vigil or Sovereign or Vermeer for that matter? Anyway, that's just peachy. See if I save you next time, stupid council.
Saren was an organic. The Geth would never accept him as their leader. They only followed him because he was Sovereign's agent.
Saren was a compelling and charismatic individual. He convinced the Geth the Reapers were real, just as he convinced you.
It was part of his plan to attack the Citadel. The Reapers are just a myth, one you insist on perpetuating.
Because I'm telling the truth.
We believe that you believe it, but that doesn't make it true.
Yes, it does.
Go back to Ilos and talk to Vigil. Or just look at what's left of Sovereign. It's obvious the technology is more advanced than ours.
The hologram on Ilos is no longer functional, and we have found nothing to suggest that Sovereign was not a Geth creation.
The Geth are capable of remarkable technological achievements. This is probably why Saren recruited them.
This Reaper theory proves just how fragile your mental state is. You have been manipulated. By Cerberus, and before them, by Saren.
I kept Saren from conquering the Citadel. I sacrificed human lives to save this council.
We are in a difficult position, Shepard. You are working for Cerberus, an avowed enemy of the Council. This is treason, a capital offense.
That's too far. Shepard is a hero. I'm on this council too, and I won't let this whitewash continue.
Maybe there is a compromise, not a public acknowledgement given your ties, but something to show peripheral support.
Shepard, if you keep a low profile and restrict your operations to the Terminus systems, the Council is willing to offer you reinstatement as a Spectre.
What does that mean? Will I need to start filing reports?
That won't be necessary. This is a show of good faith on our part.
We cannot become involved in an investigation regarding the missing colonies in the Terminus systems, but Spectre reinstatement shows our support of you personally.
Just goes to show, the more things change, the more they stay the same.
I accept your offer.
Good luck with your investigation, Shepard. We hope for a quick resolution and a quick end to your relationship with Cerberus.
Well, that went better than expected. You realize the Council's offer is just symbolic. They won't actually do anything.
Even if they don't help, I might as well stay on good terms.
True enough. Don't worry about the Council or the Alliance. I'll find some way to keep them off your back. Shouldn't be too hard. As long as you keep to the Terminus systems.
Anderson, we need to talk about... Shepard. What are you doing here?
Not used to seeing ghosts, Udina?
I'd heard you were alive, of course, but I didn't expect to see you back on the Citadel.
I invited Shepard here to speak with the Council. We just finished our meeting.
You what? Consular, do the words political shitstorm mean anything to you?
The Council reinstated my Spectre status. They're just happy I'm staying out in the Terminus systems.
Yes, I could see how that arrangement works best for both sides. But you really shouldn't have taken a step like this without consulting with me first, Counselor.
I don't answer to you, Udina. Why don't you go to your office and think about that for a while?
Of course, Counselor. Good day to both of you.
Sorry about that. Udina's never gotten over the fact that I got the Council position instead of him. Sometimes I need to put him in his place.
What do you keep him around for?
He's got his uses. And if you want something done on the Citadel, he knows who can make it happen. Plus, he's always happy to attend all those formal diplomatic functions I can't be bothered with.
Well, I guess he's good for something then.
How long did it take to get this place back up to speed after the battle?
Still counting. The main areas of commerce and the most populated wards are complete. But estimates for total restoration are sitting around 5 years. The Keepers always surprise us, though. It's like our repairs are annoying. We'll put up an ugly new bulkhead, and in a few days, they've made it seamless. We never really thought of them as heavy lifters, and I have no idea where they get the resources. But we'd never get done without them.
I'm surprised no one can tell Sovereign isn't Geth technology. Didn't they examine the wreckage?
We don't have much to look at. Pieces of it rained all over the station. It was chaos, with who knows how many species combing the wards for their dead. We secured as much of it as we could. But between the keepers and a whole lot of unauthorized salvage, there's no way to account for even half of that thing. Another reason why they don't want to acknowledge what Sovereign was.
Last I knew, we were still fighting holdouts.
Now, here and there. But they are increasingly disorganized. It's long since stopped being called a war. More like cleanup. Not that you can ever discount them. But we haven't had serious casualties for months. A civilian ship will spot an enclave and we send in a squad to clear it. They're not quite the boogeymen they used to be.
What happened to Gunnery Chief Williams after the Normandy was destroyed?
Operations Chief Williams is still with the Alliance, but she's working on a special mission. It's classified. I can't say any more. Not while you're working with Cerberus, I'm sorry.
Fair enough, I suppose. An operations chief actually got promoted. Good for her.
How have the last couple of years treated you?
Serving on the Council isn't how I plan to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
Sounds like the Council is taking their tips on dealing with this from the Ministry of Magic.
Forget Udina and the Council. Join my crew and help me stop the Collectors.
I'm too old to go racing across the galaxy. Much as I complain, I've got an important job to do here. The front line. That's got to be yours.
Also fair enough.
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand. I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk, I'll be here. Just do me a favor and be careful. You can't trust Cerberus.
Don't worry, you don't have to tell me that. The Citadel Presidium. Nice to see it again, even if this is all we get to see of it this time. It looks so peaceful. They are almost entirely unaware of what's going on out in the galaxy. Human colonies getting abducted by these collectors. Makes my blood boil. I guess this is the same office as before. It looks the same anyway. Which means that next door is the office of Din Korlak and the Elcor ambassador. So why is there an Asari there? Actually, come to think of it, how did she get there? There's no door. Did she climb over the wall? Anything else here? Terminals to talk to the Council. Fat lot of help they are being. And why are there still only 3 terminals? There are, after all, 4 Council members now. Anderson not entirely happy with the position we've given him, it seems. Well, that was to be expected, but we do kind of need him. Better than Udina, anyway. More news, but this is the same news as we got outside. So that's all we can do here. So let's return to the Normandy for now. As I said, we'll come back to the Citadel later to explore the rest. There's simply other things I want to do first. Recruit more squad members. After all, I'm sure everybody has their own favorite characters. Don't want to keep anyone waiting. Alright,
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Oh, apparently we got a new message. Let's check that out. Thank you again from Samesh Bhatia. Oh, I remembered him. We saw him on Citadel last time. We helped his wife, helped him get the corpse of his wife back for proper burial, I think. Commander Shepard, Mr. Udina offered to pass on a message for me. I wish to again express my thanks for your assistance in retrieving my wife's body. While nothing can ever banish the pain of losing Nerali, being able to see what her body was treated properly helped me more than you can imagine. I have opened the restaurant that my wife always wished to start back on Earth. Nerali's picture hangs on the wall, and Alliance soldiers eat for free. It is the least I can do to honor the courage with which both you and my wife have served humanity. Sincerely, Samesh Bhatia. Well, hopefully we'll get to visit that someday. You're not dead. Well spotted. From Emily Wong. You're alive? How come you broke whatever cover you've been under for 2 years, but didn't offer an exclusive interview to your favorite reporter? Whenever you come up from air and you're ready to talk, let me know. Emily Wong. Not sure if we'll ever actually see her. A gift of words from Consort Shaira. Commander. I thought that my gift of words had been incorrect, an embarrassing notion, but my contacts tell me that you yet survive. I am pleased to hear that your journey continues, though I sense that you head toward an even deeper darkness. When you fought Saren, only your resolve was tested, but now I fear you cannot rely on your own strength. Take whatever steps you must to ensure that those battling at your side fight with clear minds and glad hearts. Be well, Consort Shaira. Shaira's basically telling us that we should do all the loyalty missions. You and Garrus are alive, from Dr. Chloe Michelle. Dear Commander Shepard, I was relieved to hear that you were alive. I was devastated to hear of the destruction of the Normandy, and those people who didn't make it off in time. After you went missing and were presumed dead, I feared I'd never see you or Garrus ever again. You and he did so much to help clean up the wards when you were hunting for Saren. The galaxy needs more people like you, and I'm glad that you're still here to protect those of us who've grown to depend upon both of you. Is Garrus with you again by any chance? After being so happy to hear of your survival, I wondered if perhaps he might have ended up with you. I left a few messages on his public accounts, but you know how he is about checking his mail, and I don't think the comm address I had for him works anymore, because he hasn't returned any calls. Always so busy on his grand crusades, his great passions, that he focuses on them to the exclusion of anything or anyone else. Anyway, if you know where he might be, I would really love to hear from him, or both of you could come by next time you're near the Citadel. Thanks, Chloe Michelle. Dr. Michelle from the clinic in the wards where we first met Garrus. Again, I don't think we can actually meet her in this game, but still nice to hear from her. Two things I want to do. 3 things. One, I want to stop by the captain's cabin because we've picked up a number of things to look at. First of all, we got a bunch of new models. The Destiny Ascension and the Normandy SR1 sitting below the Normandy SR2. Let's give you a nice indication of how much bigger the SR2 is. And our space hamster. That is all he does. Still cool. Godspeed, space hamster. And we got some fish. Not space fish though, so they're not as cool as the space hamster. And we now have the option to feed the fish. When you do, you'll see they'll go up and get the food. Apparently they're leaving the tank, or something. I'm not really sure what's going on there. And you do need to feed the fish. You need to do so after every mission without fail. Otherwise they will die. Okay, the fish are kind of glitchy when feeding, apparently. If they die, you can buy new ones, and there is a way to prevent them from dying even when you don't feed. Well, you'll find out what that is soon enough, I suppose. We didn't get any new armor stuff. I'm gonna pick a new song on the sound system. And we also found our old helmets on the Normandy crash site assignment, which is now on display here. Which is nice, I guess. And I want to go by the crew's quarters for two reasons. One is to give Gardner his supplies. And the other is to see how Kasumi has settled in.
Commander, those provisions you provided were perfect. I owe you. I've already thrown together some of my calamari gumbo. Here, try a bite.
Did you wash your hands? Well, I guess we can risk it. Don't want to insult him after all.
Truth told, it's based on an Asari recipe. Seems a little cannibalistic to me with their tentacle heads and all, but they ain't no good grub. Anyway, thanks again. You really came through.
And we'll be hearing the crew talk about the improvement of the menu as well later on. I'm not sure if our crew has anything new to say. I don't think so. I think we need to do another story mission, like one of the dossiers, before they get something new to say. Kasumi has taken up residence of the port observation deck. And she's crouching on the couch here. Now, unlike Zaid, who bores you with endless stories, I actually quite like talking to Kasumi, because she'll comment on things that are happening on the ship. Sometimes, anyway.
People are talking out there, and I hear it all.
Yeah, Kasumi is quite the voyeur, based on some of the things she says over the course of the game.
I usually travel hidden away in cargo bays. It's nice to be able to look out a window for a change.
We'll put a stop to that. There. Try looking out the window now. Ha! That's not very nice of me. Let's open it again.
Mess Sergeant Gardner might just be an evil genius. Emphasis on the evil. The food's gotten better lately, though. I guess his reputation will take time to heal. I'm not really sure what to do with myself. Not much call for thievery aboard a ship. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Yeah, and if you do try to steal anything, I might have to throw you in the brig. I know we don't have a brig, but we'll build one and then throw you in it. So, keep your hands to yourself, please. I wonder what kind of stuff she has. A painting.
That painting has a special place in my heart. An art collector hired me to steal it. When I got there, the painting was gone. On the way out, I saw it being hauled off by another thief. I chased him down, tackled him, and took the painting. That's how KG and I met. We never did turn it into our employers.
Then I guess you didn't get paid for that either. And I think, like with Zaid, I'm going to save the other items for later, even though most of them have only one line. But let's spread things out a bit, after all. There's some other stuff here as well. We've already seen the shutter control, which you can use to close the window. Some kind of VR thing, I guess. Can't use it though. And we can get drunk on our own ship now. I'm sure that will leave a very good impression on Kasumi. We have some blue stuff. And we can actually mix it with some red stuff. Which makes purple stuff. How surprising. Bottoms up. Wow, that seems to have hit quite hard. We're already drunk. Hi, Kasumi. How you doing? I love you, you know. Okay, maybe I'm not quite that drunk. Alright. Not really much point in talking to anyone else right now. I guess we should head back to our dossiers. Anything I should know about? I don't think so, but still.
Morden's psych profile warned of hyper behavior, but he is like a hamster on coffee. He's going to be a very productive member of the team. Anyway, what's up?
A hamster on coffee, eh? I guess that about covers it.
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Yeah, I guess she hadn't mentioned Morden before. She doesn't have anything else to say,
How may
right?
I help you, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Would have been funny if there was a skill itch option here. Not so.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
I guess Shepard wants to keep the peace and not accuse his officers of whatever it is she did to get skill itch on board. I am convinced it was her. Who else could it have been? She's the one who's seemed to have too much love for the wrong things. Anyway, I think next up we will go deal with the convict, Jack, without the last name. We'll recruit him as the next stop on our mission against the collectors.